Good morning! I just woke up at a beautiful backcountry campsite, and I thought that today I would take you through what my morning routine looks like at camp. And I'm also going to answer your most personal questions about me.
Thought you were vegan. What happened?
The channel.
How do you feel about the mean comments?
And backpacking.
How do you clean yourself in your backpacking? Is that PC of enough of an answer?
But first, let's make some coffee. Oh, I have to pee.
This is my show, gosh darn.
So the first thing that we need to do to make coffee this morning is actually filter some water. This is our coffee this morning. It is a chili mocha latte, very fancy. It smells just like a mocha from your favorite coffee shop. Wow, that's good. So the first question is, are you ever scared solo backpacking? Totally. I actually solo camped here last night, and there were a few times that I was feeling a little nervous and a little scared. Now that got a lot better when I met the other people who are here at this campground. I think I'm often scared when I'm solo backpacking, not because I'm afraid of what might happen to me or even because I'm afraid of other people. It's more just the fact that I'm not used to being alone. I'm gonna take this jacket off, it's hot now. Oh, boom. Now, I'm not saying that you should be afraid of solo camping. Like if you are going solo backpacking and you don't feel afraid, that's awesome. But it is normal. Having stuff to do can also be really helpful. I have like a journal that I write in, or if you even want to bring a book to read or multiple books to read. I know other people who bring paints. So having stuff to do can often be really helpful because you don't have the opportunity to feel bored and therefore feel lonely and therefore feel scared. Something that I've found to be super helpful for me is actually having some kind of satellite messenger so I can like message the people back home. You can even tell them exactly where your location is, like it'll send a GPS coordinate for them. I have a Garmin InReach, and I actually messaged Rainer this morning, who's not with me, and he's actually gonna hike in. This campsite where I'm at right now is only a few miles from our house. Yeah, he's gonna hike in and meet me this morning just because it's a beautiful day. Cheers to the mountains. Okay, that's it. Now, before I get to answering the next question, that coffee just moved right through me, so I'm actually gonna go use the bathroom. And I'm not gonna take you along for that part of my morning routine, but there is a backcountry pit toilet. So I thought that at least we could go check it out together. And then obviously we'll cut the camera. No camping beyond this point, just why I'm over there. Toilet. Wow, that's nice. Oh my gosh. Wow. Gosh, that is a beautiful pit toilet. 5 out of 5. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then we'll come back for question number 2. Wow, that's so appropriate. An excellent pit toilet experience. So question number 2 is, how do you clean yourself in your backpacking? Obviously it's not necessary in a lot of situations. You can just kind of like, I don't know, be dirty and not worry about it. It is important to know how to clean yourself off. This is gonna be slightly different depending on what materials you're using. But for me, if I'm washing with soap, I am using this little bar of soap from a company called Nature Buff. This is essentially just a small natural soap that is in a kind of scrubby bag. And then I have a little bit of water, and then I have a small microfiber cloth. I will get a little bit of water on my Nature Buff soap. Boop. I will just kind of scrub it against the area that I'm cleaning, and it kind of creates like lather. We'll actually then take my microfiber cloth and just wipe it off. In a lot of situations, I will not then rinse. You don't want to be rinsing soapy water just like into the dirt if you can avoid it. You definitely don't want to be rinsing it into water sources like the lake that's in front of me. I tend to just use this little soap because it doesn't create a ton of lather, but it scrubs me clean really, really well. And then I can basically just rinse this when I get home, and I can just wipe the soap off of my legs. We have a clean leg. Clean. And if I want to clean my face, I will actually just get some water on this little cloth and just wipe my face clean, and then I'll rinse this. I don't tend to ever use soap on my face. For the most part, the only time that I find I need to clean anything with soap and water is like cleaning my butt and like my crotch, cleaning like the bits that get really dirty. So the most popular way for backpackers to like clean between their legs is definitely to use wet wipes. Wet wipes are great. I just really don't like carrying out all that waste. I just don't like it, so I try and avoid them. I will take this little Nature Buff soap, and I don't want to actually rub this directly between my legs because I do use this to clean other parts of my body. I don't want it to just be my like poopy soap, I guess. Wash my hands, and then I will take this Nature Buff soap and I will get my left hand really soapy, and then I will take the soap that's on my hand and I will use that to clean between my legs. I will put a little bit of water on my hand, and then I will wipe both of my hands together. I will soap up both of my hands. I will wash them. I will sanitize them. And then I will use water to clean between my legs. You can also use like a cloth to dry yourself off. I tend to kind of just like wait till I air dry and then get dressed again, but obviously that's like totally up to personal preference. That is the way if you are cleaning your like human waste area, your like butt and your vagine or your peen or you know your crotch. Is there a better way to say crotch? Your hoo-ha. Is a hoo-ha gender neutral? I feel like it should be. That is how you clean yourself in the backcountry. I think it's breakfast time. So for breakfast this morning, I actually made overnight oats. So I don't actually cook anything this morning. I'm just gonna open this little bag up. But I thought this would be a great time to talk about another personal question that a lot of people have asked recently, which is, I thought you were vegan, what happened? If you've been following me for a long time, you probably know that I ate a plant-based diet for a long time. And sometime last year, I switched from a plant-based diet and I started eating everything. Now that being said, my breakfast this morning is this blueberry vanilla overnight oatmeal from Juiciest, which is a vegan meal and is so good. One of my favorite breakfasts. Oh my God, these squirrels. Scram! In college, I realized that dairy was a huge trigger for my migraines. So I stopped eating dairy. And at that point I was like, well, what the heck? I may as well stop eating eggs and I may as well just like become a plant-based eater. Get out of here, chipmunk. Last year I had a health scare where my esophagus was really messed up and I couldn't really eat or drink anything, not normally for many weeks. And then for like a week-long period, I was really struggling to get like even just enough calories in the day. And that kind of triggered something in me where I became curious about like listening to my body and what foods I wanted. And I was curious about how that would like make me feel overall. So I essentially just decided that I would just try eating everything and I would see what I liked and I would see what I didn't like. And that was the end of my plant-based diet. Not restricting my food has been really good for me physically, like health-wise, and also like mentally health-wise. And right now, eating this is what makes me feel best. What a beautiful morning. Just take a look at this. I mean, come on, look. Vegan or not, Juiciest, amazing. So good. I'm gonna eat breakfast. Then we'll move on to the next question.
Good morning. Well, look at this pretty place.
Guess who just got here? Hi, bud. Good morning.
Hi.
Oh, you're Ray. Woo. There's Rainer.
Sweaty.
Yeah, you look it.
A little unshaved, a little unkempt. I'm like a mop with a beard.
Always. I'm just gonna start to break down my camp and also answer a question on how Rainer and I stand each other for as long as we do. Let me start by saying Rainer's my best friend in the whole wide world. We met 5 years ago, starting this channel. Now we work together. We hang out together on the weekends, like on our free time, and we also live together. Do we get sick of each other? Yeah, 100% yes. When Rainer and I aren't hanging out together, I miss him, but when he's around, I'm like, that's enough of you. We sometimes get very annoyed with each other. Come on, dude. The only thing that would make this better is if Rainer stopped talking. Does that make sense?
Yeah, this is the first time you have ever made sense.
Get out of my way. Sorry, I wasn't really listening. No barbaric yapping, please.
I will barbaric yap. I will sound my barbaric yap.
It's just, you're too loud right now.
Bring me a cake in a pan now, immediately.
No.
Bring a pancake for the forest cake.
You're really,
cake.
really not. But I still wouldn't trade him for the world.
Someone's like, here's the world. Give me Rainer, and you're saying no to that deal.
Oh, no, I'd take the world.
Yeah, good.
So I am stuffing my quilt and my sleeping bag liner into my pack. The pack that I'm using this time is the REI Flash 55, which in my opinion is one of the best pieces of gear REI has ever made. I'm gonna fold up my sleeping pad. Oh, I just burped really loud, but Rainer didn't catch it on camera. There's an ant crawling around in my tent. Okay. All right, I'm going to start breaking down my tent. And I'm also gonna answer the next question, which is, how do you feel about the mean comments? You all are really wonderful. I don't have nearly as many mean comments as some YouTubers do. When you sign up to make YouTube content, you kind of sign up for comments of all kinds. I feel like it doesn't really bother me because it's what I expected. For all of the mean comments that I get on videos, there are so many more nice or helpful or considerate or kind comments that come in. Sometimes the mean comments are actually really beneficial for me to be better at my job. Like sometimes they're good criticisms. And when they're not, when they're just personal attacks on who I am as a person, as hurtful as that is, there are so many more people who say the nice thing. What I'm trying to say about mean comments is that they don't really bother me that much. And in a lot of ways, I think they're really funny. I mean, one of the things that's written in like my profile for the channel is a mean comment that we got from somebody one time, where someone commented obnoxiously self-confident about me, which I just think is the most hilarious thing. One time somebody said I looked like Jar Jar Binks. Can't tell if hot or not. I loved that one. I don't want to say I've got thick skin, because I don't really, but I just don't take that stuff super personally. Look out. Bad tent. Bad. Sorry. While I am packing up the small stuff in my bag, I'm going to answer another common question we get, which is, where the heck did the show slogan come from? So when I say the show slogan, I mean the "This is my show, gosh darn." When we were filming our first ever adventure video, it was me, Rainer, and Abby. This was back when I still worked for REI, and we were hiking the Baker River Trail.
Bigger Lake.
It was the Baker River Trail though. I'll bet you $900.
$900? I know for a fact it's called the East Bank Baker Lake Trail.
It is in the Baker Lake area, but it's the Baker River Trail. We were at a campsite where there was like a big open tent pad, and I wanted to be in the best spot for everybody else's tents as well. Rainer, I think, or Abby, one of them was like, well, just put your tent wherever you want it to go. Like, you can put it wherever you want, it's your show. I was like, yeah, this is my show, damn it. And that is in the video. This is my show, damn it. And then when we edited that video and it got ready to publish, I think it was Abby who put that in the intro title. So it went like dun 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 dun. This is my show, damn it. And so Rainer called me up and he was like, hey, we're using this thing for the intro of the video. Would you just like record yourself like saying other less curse wordy versions of this? So I went into a closet at my apartment and on a voice memo recorded myself going like, this is my show, golly. This is my show, geez. At one point, recorded one that was like, this is my show, gosh darn. And that was used in the video and it has just stuck around. I do swear a lot, but I also often use swear words, like bananas, or like, I'll be like, oh, biscuits, you know. Oh, there's a buggy on your face, buggy on your face, buggy on your face. Digital, don't move.
Thank you.
All right, coolio. Really quick before I finish packing, I'm just going to filter some water so I can fill my bottles and get some electrolytes. This is a great opportunity to answer the next question, why it is that all of our videos are sponsored. Our sponsors allow me to keep making content for all of you. And I am very choosy about who I work with, and I will never take a sponsorship from a company that I don't believe in. A lot of the sponsors that I share with all of you are brands that are really important to me and are a huge part of my life and of like how I enjoy the outdoors. And before you ask, yes, this is a sponsored video. And this is actually sponsored by a brand that you all have heard me talk about for such a long time. And that is LMNT electrolytes. LMNT is so special to me as a sponsor of this channel because it's not only an awesome product and a brand that I really love, but LMNT is actually crucial for me to stay comfortable when I'm hiking and backpacking. I have chronic migraines, and what that means is that I'm basically dealing with chronic pain all the time. It's definitely manageable and like, It's not always debilitating, but one of the big triggers for me for migraines is dehydration. When I'm exercising, when I'm sweating, that is almost guaranteed to give me a migraine. And that is where LMNT comes in. In my opinion, LMNT makes the best flavors of electrolyte drink mixes that I have ever had. And on top of that, it's not just that they taste good, it's also that this is the only electrolyte mix that I have ever tried that actually works so well and so quickly to help me stay hydrated. I am so grateful that they've been such a huge sponsor of my channel for so long. And if you want, you can actually get a free sample pack of 8 of LMNT's electrolyte drink mix flavors when you place an order for one of the electrolyte drink mixes with the link below. That link is drinklmnt.com/Miranda Goes Outside. So place an order there, get your free sample pack, and I hope you love it just as much as I do. And if you are curious about the way that sponsorships work, the entire video isn't sponsored. Our sponsors are only sponsoring like a section of the video, basically a 1 to 2 minute section of the video. Cool? Oh, it's just so good. Bear can's gonna go in here now. So I am just shoving my bear canister into my pack like this, and then I'll get my other stuff kind of stuffed in around it. And while I am doing this, there's a question that I've gotten a few times, and that is, how do you feel when people recognize you on trail? I love it. The whole point for me of making YouTube content is building a community. And so when someone like recognizes me and says hello, it makes this very virtual community feel really real and alive. So many of you who have recognized me on trail and come over to say hello have had some really incredible stories of your own. You've like told me about gear. Honestly, I adore it. So if you ever recognize me out on trail, if you feel comfortable saying hello to me, please do. Yeah, I think that pretty much answers that. I guess I like it. Pretty much everything else is gonna stay on the outside of my pack. So I think that is it. No, wait, I'm gonna do it again. It's gonna be better. Ready? Ow, I hit myself in the head. Sweet.
Say bye campsite.
Bye campsite. Bye guys. Oh, yeah. Another 3 miles or so until I get back to the trailhead. So I am going to wrap this video up. I'm going to head back to the trailhead to get a beer at one of my favorite breweries in town. I hope I answered your personal question, but if you have any other personal questions that you want me to answer, let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you outside. Bye. Bye, Rainer. Woo! Yeah!